guys can hear. Can you hear sounds? Can you hear the sounds coming to your ears? Can you hear that? Oh, you can't. You surely can't. Let's see if I plug in this. Can you hear it?
Let's go over the future of Star Wars and the
way.
Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to the new live-action TV series. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, not only do we have Episode 9 in the works and the...
Sorry, Mike Zero. Okay, we're getting into it. We are getting started. Good evening, everybody. So, still just getting things going. I am going to start the Facebook Live video, which will try and bring some people in. Try and get a few more subscribers. So, lots to talk about. Live. Okay, I need the link, as always, which I sent to myself in a text. Or a Facebook message. See, we got one person watching. Welcome. We are still just getting fired up. If you can bear with us for 1 second. Getting the Facebook video stream started so that we can try and bring a couple more people in, have a bit of a community here. Popcorn is my gateway carb. We're live! Talking about topics that include first, scary AirB&B guest, comma, figuring out, or how about poking iMovie with a stick and saying, ooh? Comma, writing a novel in November, comma, launching my, comma, and, last one, launching my creative output page. Alright, and we got the link. Popcorn is my gateway carb. Oh, and huge news. Okay. Starting live video. Once again, I'm just getting the Facebook live video involved so that we can get more people. Okay, that's going. Cool. Let's see if I can spruce this up, because it's always been the same over there. How about this would be nice. See if I can get it to where people can see it. What the heck? Okay, the clock doesn't work when it's standing up right, but it does when it's laying flat. Bizarre. Maybe the light thing. Okay. So we've got that started. We've got the stream started. And I'm going to kick it over to the camera. Let's see. I think if I just pull this away. Oops. No, that's not right because I meant to be doing the other one. Okay. Oh no. You guys probably... Is that better? You guys probably couldn't hear my voice like the whole time. Okay. That's better. I forgot that I was using this mic. So, by the way, this is a little blue snowball. And Rob Dove, if you're out there, or if you ever hear this, you're the one who inspired me to get my first microphone ever. It's this blue snowball. I haven't gotten it out for a long time. It's just been sitting in a box. But it's cool. Yeah. Okay, that looks a little funky for some reason. Okay, get that to be the full size. I guess that'll do. Alright. Okay. Cool. Let's do some talk first, I guess. So, gosh, gotta get more people tuning in. How? Is Zig Questions. Why does the quality look like much worse on the YouTube versus in the program? Maybe that's just kind of how it works. Okay. Okay. Live on Facebook, but it's like not drawing anyone for some reason. Also, if you're out there listening, you can say hi in the comments. Okay. Just thinking about how to get things moving faster as far as getting people to watch. But even if there's just one person, I can still make a show and give you something to see. So there's a lot to talk about. I had a big day, or just a day with a lot of things in it today. And I wrote down sort of a list of things to like update people on. Let me see if I can do better somehow. Okay. I'm going to text my parents real quick because they've been telling me that they want to watch. Okay, that's good. Got that. Okay, I'm going to make another Facebook post. I'm just going to be that basic. Ooh, I could do a thing for my story, which would be really good. Live on my YouTube. YouTube channel. Exclamation. Let's see if I can actually get the link in there. That's good. I thought for sure they were like not going to allow that. Yeah, I thought that links weren't allowed in. Something went wrong. We're working as soon as we can to get it fixed, or something like that, with proper words and grammar and stuff. What is problem? Maybe get rid of the link. See if that'll work. Huh. Doesn't seem like that's gonna work either. Oh, I think it worked. Okay. Okay. Gonna open. Okay. So today I got up at like 11:30 or something, which sounds late, but considering I didn't fall asleep until 7:30 a.m. and for good reason that I'll fill you in on. I got up at that time with just a few hours sleep, and then I kind of like got my bearings and stuff because I slept in a different room than I normally sleep in last night because I was hiding. So I was in my attic room, which is like my big upstairs that I use as like the office, the music studio, the Fortnite studio, all that. eBay shipping center. And anyway, so I like kind of groggily got out of bed and like started figuring out how to get things back in order and stuff. And the guest that I had from the previous night of AirB&B had left, and that was a huge relief because he is actually the first guest that I had that was actually a little scary, to be honest. He was saying some weird things sometimes that made me uncomfortable and made me like, well, actually it's not even about comfort. It's just like he was saying some things that were making me feel concerned about what he might do. So I actually, after he left, I took some necessary actions to see that he wouldn't be staying here again. But yeah, I'll give you more information on that later on. But everything's fine now, and it looks like I, at least so far, haven't come out with any bruises, so that's all right. If any of you guys have seen the movie Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, it's this hilarious movie, and if you haven't seen it, I'll tell you a little about it. So, like, what happens in this movie, it seems like a horror movie. A horror movie. I have a story about the pronunciation of that word too, but it seems kind of like a horror movie where, you know, good old like college students go into the woods sort of thing and like get killed by weird people or something. But what you realize is that actually just like the two guys who are kind of like country, who the college student group runs into, they're actually just regular guys, but just everything that they do just coincidentally ends up looking like really weird and bad. So I can't even remember that good of examples with it, but like, oh, well, I kind of remember one. I think like at one point those two guys are using a wood chipper, and it's kind of like quoting from that movie Fargo, but those two guys who are like country are using a what do you call that? Wood chipper. And like one of the students like gets launched into the wood chipper like by accident. And then from the other student's perspective, it just completely looks like those guys like kidnapped the person and put them through the wood chipper. So like there's just a bunch of things like that. I can't really explain it, but it ends up being like that sometimes, I think, because like sometimes I'm just thinking like, oh wow, like in a certain context, some things that I do might seem like extremely weird. Like actually earlier tonight, but after it was dark still, so this was probably like from about 7:30 to 9, something like that. I was doing some work outside, so like in our back driveway there's a big pile of gravel because we're getting new gravel to cover, and I was out there. I had finally gotten the chance to borrow my dad's wheelbarrow and shovels and garden rake, which I've been meaning to do for a while, and the gravel's just been sitting there, and I like really want to take care of it because it's also like a hassle for guests and telling them about how to avoid the pile of gravel and where to park and all that. And anyway, I finally had the chance to do that tonight, and even though it was dark, I just really wanted to do it, and there's a good street light right there, so like I just wanted to get started on that. But from probably other people's perspective, it looks like literally like the classic moment when they're like in a graveyard and there's just like a mysterious figure cloaked like digging or something like that, you know, like so. And of course, like the guests came back while I was out there like all sweaty in my like farmer jeans and like laboring away with this shovel and stuff, swinging shovels and like, oh my gosh, it was just making me think about that movie. It's just like, you know, what if they think I'm a psycho or something? I'm also doing this broadcast while they're in their room underneath, not quite underneath where I am, but like pretty close to underneath where I am. So like, you know, it's just funny situations come up. But so far I really do love hosting, except for the guy from last night, and he was here the night before too, so he was a 2-night booking. Besides that, I'm happy, but that was a little weird. Got some other announcements. So one thing is I'm going to be launching my Facebook page that is basically, instead of just being my personal one, it's a page where I'll share and post information about creative things I'm doing, more like business things, if you will, but in the creative realm. So it'll be like music I've written, it'll be these live streams sometimes, or other videos that I make, or anything various and sundry. I'm not calling it like my musician page because I don't want to be in that box. Actually, I want to be able to put anything on there that comes to my mind. So that's going to come up, and I have a really good title for it that is from an episode of a show that I made about a year ago. So we've got the title for it, and my friend Jacob has been helping me out with deciding how to brand it kind of and stuff. So we're going to get right into that. In fact, I think I'm going to actually finish making that page while you guys are watching. So I'm going to do that on the screen capture in a few minutes. Besides that, I watched the Never-Ending Story movie last night, and I hadn't seen that since I was probably like 12 or something. But it was completely night and day different from when I had watched it before. But also at times it was like very nostalgic and actually surprisingly heart-wrenching sometimes. Like there's a moment when the hero's horse and him are walking through a swamp, and it's called like the swamp of sadness. And apparently, like, if you're too sad, then you will sink into the swamp and it will like swallow you, basically. Anyway, the horse stops and just like chills in the mud for a while, and then it just is sinking really bad until it's like up to its neck and stuff. And then the horse is just like taken by the swamp, like, from the kid. I mean, and the kid's probably like 9 or something, or 7 or 6. Not 6, sorry. I mean 8. You know, even numbers, pretty much the same thing, whether it's 246 or 12. But anyway, yeah, so, and I also, like, I got weird vibes from the movie at a few different points. I'm not necessarily going to go into all of it, but I am actually not sure if it's a good thing, that movie. Never thought I would say that about it, but it seems weird. And in recent months / year, like, I've been having more of those moments where I'm like, gosh, is this thing that, like, I thought might be safely considered good, like, actually terrible, you know, a sucky thing? So I was thinking about that a little bit with that movie. Could be overthinking. Probably I'm overthinking. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to Pittsburgh tomorrow. I'm going to go to my nephew's birthday party, which I'm excited about. It'll be really cool to see everybody over there. That's where my sister lives and her husband with their kids. So that'll be a good time. That's that little guy. That's Miles. So I'm sure there's going to be some fun stuff at the party. And crap, I just literally realized I don't have a present at all. So I'll have to figure out something in a jiffy tomorrow morning or something. Or maybe I'll go to Walmart tonight, since I probably won't be able to sleep, having gone to bed at 7:30 a.m. last night. Okay. We talked about that. Okay. Okay, finished some arrangements this week. I'm really glad about that. It's a big relief. And it was also exciting because it's one of the best bands that I've written for, and feels like a little bit of a benchmark to have done something for them finally. So it was one chart for a big band, and then there was 3 charts that are like educational charts. If anybody who is like a jazz musician, when you were learning how to play, if you played out of this thing called the Real Easy Jazz Book, it basically is just a thing that, like, it's like a lead sheet, but then they also have a few other materials to like be able to like make a little performance real quick. So you have like some backgrounds, and then you have like a shout chorus thing, and you do have everything in concert: B flat, E flat, and bass clef. But then also usually there's 3 parts. So like the shout chorus, when played by any instrument, regardless of those transpositions, as long as they're playing, like, there's somebody on the first part, there's somebody on the second part, somebody on the third part, there will be 3 parts. So going off of a template from that book, or one of those books, I did as requested and basically made more of those, but specifically looking at music by Columbus musicians. So that was fun, and I'm really glad to have done that. It always feels good to have an arrangement done. Let's see. What else? I taught a saxophone lesson on Wednesday, which was pretty good. He had been just like on fire, and then this week was like kind of a little lax, but he did take the PSAT. And, like, I remember what high school was like, especially the last 2 years, when it's just, like, just your entire life is just, like, taken over. Even, like, I remember senior year and stuff, it was, like, every weekend you would also be booked from Friday when school got out until, like, Sunday at 7 p.m. So, like, man, it's, I don't know. And I also am, like, kind of figuring out what is too hard on a student, because like I would definitely go with as the first default to be like, let's have high standards. So I'll really like assign a lot and sort of have them like take on a lot. But I'm also, I can't say that I've found like the limit of that, you know, like of course there's some point when it actually isn't productive to do that, and not only can they not succeed at it, but it's also like detrimental to their like you know, their ability to just keep their things juggling, because they have a lot of things to juggle. So if any of you guys have any thoughts on how that all works, you know, I'm definitely down to hear your suggestions. Okay, let's see. Also, last night before I watched that movie, I listened to some music by Quincy Jones, which was cool. I knew that he's done some old big band arrangements, like for the Basie Band, and I know that he did the production for Michael Jackson, but besides that, I like didn't know that much about him, except that he was really great and instrumental. But anyway, I listened to some music from The Dude, the album, last night, which my friend also had me check out, and it was really cool. I realized that I had heard a couple of them before because my dad played some of that record for me when I was a kid. So that was cool. Quincy Jones is amazing. Got a gig last week for the High Point Library. It's on December 1st. I'm really excited for that. Haven't reached out to the band yet because sometimes reaching out really early for gigs is counterproductive. It actually doesn't make sense. So, yeah, but that'll be amazing. I cleaned my fridge today, and I'm talking about an every surface deep clean. And oh my gosh, that is very involved. It took nearly 2 hours. And just spraying bleach everywhere, getting out months of gross crumbs and juices. But it's sparkling now, and that should do me pretty good for a year or more, I'm hoping. As long as I don't sprinkle cranberry juice everywhere inside there or something. Question for you guys. So this is the interactive part. Please make comments about anything, but in particular I have a question. Do you guys have something that you use for loose leaf tea, like a filter or one of those little tea eggs or something? What do you use? Can it be gotten inexpensively, and where can you find it? Because I have a lot of this loose leaf tea that I love, but I don't have a good, efficient way to do that. I actually have just been putting the leaves in the cup, pouring the water on, and most of the leaves stay at the bottom, and I just drink the cup of tea. Which, one of my friends served tea to me that way one time, and I think that's the way it was supposed to be served too, and it was fantastic. So I'm not necessarily complaining about that, but also sometimes some of the leaves float and you have to fish your way around the leaves and stuff, and I would like to move up in the world on that if I can at some point. Let's see. I saw some videos on YouTube a couple days ago about somebody really inspiring who's from my city, or at least her company is from my city, Jenny's Ice Creams. And I have known what it is for a long time. It's at the North Market, and they have other locations, but to me it just always seemed if you really want to go and spend $7 on a little ice cream cone, then great. And a lot of times growing up, that is just not the type of thing that I like at all. I'm just not into that idea of spending a lot of money also on a small quantity of something, and I didn't appreciate like different qualities of things. I was always about just like buy the store brand, go to Dollar Tree, stuff like that, and like didn't even recognize like the difference between like Folgers coffee and like some really good whole bean coffee from somewhere cool. And anyway, like it's been kind of a cool trend in the last couple of months especially, but probably the last couple of years, to start to realize like why there are different prices of things and actually appreciate different qualities of things instead of just always buying like the cheapest. So anyway, I saw a video that was one of those like cheap versus expensive videos, but it was with Jenny, who started the ice cream company. And I learned like so much about how ice cream works, the components of it, things that are added to it in manufacturing settings that are like kind of shortcuts. And it was just very informative and like made me really like gain some respect for her, that company, and all that. So I also had an idea of something I could do where I could go every week and have a small ice cream of a different flavor each time, and then write a little song, or at least a melody, that is like inspired by it. And then after like so many weeks, I could have like a whole suite of music that, oh my gosh, and sweet, like SWEET, I just thought of that. So like then it could be like Jenny's Sweet or something like that. So like, yeah, you know, just sometimes you get cool ideas like that, and following through on them is another thing entirely, but it's another idea to throw in the old toolbox. So that's that. What else? Okay. Oh, actually, this is very important. Everybody listen and look. Check this out, guys, okay? I have some huge news. Huge news. Ready? Okay. Look at this. Isn't that some big news? Now, is that not the biggest news you've ever seen, pretty much? Make sure you can see it all. Look how big that news is. Even showing the guy, you know, for comparison. It's huge. Thanks for letting me share my huge news with you. Okay, that is a thing that happened. Back to the list. So, actually, where... I don't think I can even cross that one off. I don't think I wrote it. Okay. Also, popcorn is my gateway carb. Okay, had to say that. I was also thinking there's some really good material in the name of the store, Bed Bath and Beyond, for some comedy. So I think there could be a good bit out of that. I'll keep rattling that around the old skull. Me and my friends, well, particularly one of my friends, Ricky, released a video that we made that is one of our proudest achievements ever. It's called Mushrooms by the Sea, and I have to get you guys caught up on that. I can't describe it. I can't attempt to justify it or anything. I can't put it in a box. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me see if I can get the link. Maybe I can just put that in the comments or something. Okay. I wonder if it'll actually come up if I type it in. There it is. There it is. Okay.
Here we go.
Actually, I'll show you guys a little bit of it. I'll put the link, but I'll also show you a little of it. There's the link. I just commented it. And let me switch up the camera so that you guys can see my screen big. And I'll show you a little bit of Mushrooms by the Sea. Okay. Here we go. You ready for this? I don't know if you are.
1, 2, 3, 4. Mushrooms. In the sea. Mushrooms in the sea. And favorite colors. Oysters. 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 Mushrooms in the sea. Mushrooms in the sea. Mushrooms in the sea. Mushrooms in the sea. Flex dollars allow you to buy mushrooms at Fred's. Mushroom in the sea. Mushroom.
Comment what you think so far.
Can you get me some mushroom by the sea? I want 5 mushrooms, and I'll eat them all. Yes, I will, with my
All right, what do you think? So that's me and my friend Ricky, and not pictured is Jacob on the organ, or the keyboard. Together, we are Tricycle Tops. This is episode 1 of The Present Party, and we have another one already recorded. It's on somebody's phone, and it might be called The American Dream. It's pretty special too.
A fourth. 1, 2.
Not sure what the key center is. I have my piano right here though.
Mushrooms in the sea. Mushrooms in the sea.
Oh, it's not plugged in.
We live in Ohio. Where's the nearest mushroom?
Okay.
Where's the nearest sea? I have to use the restroom. I have to use the restroom.
Isn't that just some wild stuff?
Which room is the best room? The restroom.
Let's see.
The best room?
Oh.
The room of the restroom. Let's tell the story together. The one I took you to first. Restroom.
Okay, here's a cool thing to tell about. This is another one on my list. So, my dad gave me this today, and it's like a fundraiser thing that he bought, and it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. So this thing is like kind of like a NFL football like betting thing, sort of, or like a raffle, or I don't know how to explain it really, but basically you buy this ticket thing, and then there's some random teams each month or each week starting October 28th. So there's 4 teams from the NFL each one, and if one of those teams is either the highest scoring or the lowest scoring for that week, then you win money. So wow, okay, actually per week there's $25,000 or $2,500 in prizes, and total prize is $25,000. Oh yeah, and this part in Mushrooms, by the way, is so funny because like it was like right when we introduced Jacob as the band, and it was gonna be like this epic like instrumental break, and then just like something went wrong with the keyboard. It just like cracks me up. Let's see. Okay, football thing we already talked about. Okay. Let's see. Some of these things are things that I already told Jacob, and I know that he's 50% of the audience right now, so, like, I don't want to just make him listen to things over and over again. Make you listen to things over and over again, I mean. Let's see. Okay, well, there's 2 tasks that I have for today that are things that I'm going to do on my computer, getting things sort of up and launched. So one of them is my Facebook page that's like the creative output posting page. The other one is, what even was it? Doing iMovie, which, by the way, the whole point of that is to get a thumbnail for, or to get a profile picture for that page. So let's get started with iMovie. I'll get you guys so you can see clearly the display again. By the way, Jacob, thank you so much for showing me how to work this. It is the coolest thing. I never thought I could do something that looked cool like people I've seen on YouTube and Twitch and stuff. Okay, so I just opened iMovie, which I've tried to use like once or twice, and every time it's been so confusing. Like, things just do not make logical sense to me in iMovie. Like, I'm really missing something in the past anyway. It might be different now, but so I just opened this up and dragged in the video from an old video I made on Facebook called The Voice of England. And the reason I did that is because I realized that I could go frame by frame and try to find the best, profile picture to use, because I wanted to use a profile picture from this. So we're going to work together and try to find the best thumbnail. Are the one. And I was doing this a little bit earlier. I think it's kind of funny. This is pretty cool, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. It's also going backwards to add to the effect. Okay, so now we're at the looking for thumbnails points. The quality's not amazing, but that can be part of the magic, I guess. Oh my. The guests who are staying here probably think that like a demon is being summoned right now or something. Let me actually make sure that both of the audios are working right.
Why is it so?
Totally. Okay. Just hate to go through all this and not let you guys hear this. This is kind of a lot to sift through. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's see. This is kind of like a lot to choose from, you know?
There's an oh, such a hungry yearning burn.
Could be good when I'm like angling up like that, looking like I'm trying to like announce to a football stadium or something. Oh, that's got some rhythm. Hang on, I'm going to try to turn this down just because, like, it could be not nice for the people who are here. Because it's actually coming out of my speakers. Oh, you know what? Headphones. Duh. Did that immediately make it be right?
Hungry.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Check if it's still coming through OBS. I don't know whether they call it OBS or OBS, actually.
Burning inside.
Okay. Got the headphones. I do have to pee pretty soon.
Of me, and it's
Oh, this could be decent. Oh my gosh. This could be an instrument. That's kind of good. Here we go. It's kind of funny. Wow. Did you hear how long that crash lasted? Huh. Okay. I'm actually getting a little tired of this kind of fast.
so now this.
Okay, maybe analysis paralysis. Here's the one that I was thinking could be good. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. I'm just going to go with that. Otherwise, I'll be here for hours. So yeah, I can find the right one. It's this one. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I lost the page where I was like starting to make that. But let's see. Does it already exist? It does. Okay, upload a prof pic. A prof pic. Find the right one. I think it's here already. Yeah. Okay. It's going to take its time to realize. People may be searching for the Voice of England online. Oh my gosh. Somebody likes the video. That's good. Okay. Oh, cover photo. I see. All right. Little stumped on this. Any advice? Any ideas? I haven't checked the comments in forever. I'm sorry about that. Okay. All good. Thinking probably too hard about this. Let's see. This is something I used earlier today. I could just use this. Sure. Okay. Wait, what? I'm confused. Why is that in downloads if it's not in downloads? There, okay. Alright, while that's loading up, I'm actually going to go pee. Okay, I'm back. All right. So there's somebody who always starts watching and is a watcher on YouTube on my live videos, like just from 0, like, and I'm wondering who that is. And also if it might be like some kind of like YouTube moderator person or something like that who's like making sure that I'm being a good boy or something. I really don't know. See anything else? Oh, that was supposed to totally be doing its thing. Okay. It's in a random spot. Okay, hopefully that's working. There. That looks good. Okay, inviting a few people to like the page. This is why Facebook is so much easier to connect than other venues. I mean, other modes, or whatever you call it. Like, I don't like that by any means. But it does seem to be the way things are working for the time being. Let's see. I wonder if I should like make a post first or do something where I like make a description. Still inviting some people. I could do this all day until I get the notification that like they think I'm a spammer. Could literally do this all day. I'm going to do 10 more and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. And let's see what I can do for like the description or whatever. Not quite. Wasn't meant to be. I've seen that movie once, but a long time ago, Will. A long time ago. I really liked it. Okay. Page info. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, cool. Hello world. Capital, all caps. Wold. I'll be posting my creative content here. Stick around. Winky face. Okay. I guess I'm a blogger. Okay, I totally have more categories than that. How do I like... Oh, this is one of the other ones I wanted to try. And then... There was another one that I was kind of interested in. I'll remember it later on. What is an impressum? Okay. Huh. I don't know. Nah. Everything can be fun. But then there's genocide and stuff. Shit. Yay. That's a little millennial. What else? Oh, yo. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. That's the idea. That's a good idea. I actually already have it downloaded, so that'd be easy. Sorry, I make that noise sometimes when I have like an itchy palate, if that makes any sense. I'm down to re-upload it, but I am wondering like why you think that's the best way. Wonder if I should add my personal account. Oh, they're talking about other social media stuff. YouTube, definitely. Unless this is some kind of a trick where Facebook is going to like make it even harder for anyone to find. Let me get my YouTube like general channel sharing link. Sometimes I can forget where to find these. Is it just this, or? But that says like as subscriber and stuff. That doesn't make sense. Where's just like the share button? Maybe here. I'm just gonna Google it. Where to find your YouTube channel link. Okay. Let's see. Settings. This might be kind of dumb to be bringing this up on live stream. Maybe it's here. Okay, that's my YouTube user ID. Gosh, this is still not what I want. Oh my gosh, there's 5 people watching. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome. I'm doing some just like general announcements, but I'm also doing some work with getting a new Facebook page up and getting things better connected. If anybody knows where to find your YouTube channel link, like, I mean, I know it would seem that basically you just need to do the thing where you go to my channel, but then this link looks a little weird. I mean, it has that like view as subscriber thing. Let's see what happens. Well, I guess that's right. All right. Wonder what happens if I just get rid of the view as subscriber part. See what that does. Maybe I have to get rid of that question mark too. Did the same thing. Still the same thing? Same thing. Okay, that's what I'll do. I would really like to take a class or just generally learn more about how just everything electronic works, and then on to like the internet. I just am amazed. Huh? Oh, weird. Specify the username for the account.
think it might honestly just be that. Let me check that again. I know where to look this time. Okay, advanced settings, it says here. YouTube user ID, YouTube channel ID. That's what I want, and I think it's the same exact thing. Pretty sure it is. Let's see. There. Yeah, okay, see if it's the same. Exactly the same. Okay. Whoa. Huh. Bizarre. Okay, it's actually there. I guess why not add my Twitter? I don't do enough with it. Might as well start. Okay, I think that is all I need. Looks like Jacob Collier is doing something on a subway. Here. Twista. That's probably what they want. Okay, that's right. Good. Okay. Do I have any more of these? I don't have Instagram still. I do have a Snapchat but never use it. I do have a Twitch. That would be good, actually. I have a WeChat, believe it or not, too. Which is basically, it's kind of like Facebook meets Snapchat, but for China. It's kind of neat. I have Spotify. I have SoundCloud. Gosh. Okay. I actually have a lot to fill in here. Twitch. Let's get that Twitch one going because I am planning to do some creative stuff with Twitch at some point.
Listening is like, the perspective from
oh, hello, Fortnite person. I think all I need is just Willworths. I think because I just need the username. I think that's right. Okay. SoundCloud, sure. I don't think this one will be logged in already, though. Not sure if I used Facebook with it before, but my motto is don't start. If possible, don't start. And did it work? It worked. Oh yeah. I'm really proud of this thing. If anybody ever wants to listen to something that I did, check this out. I like it. Username W England Music, I think. That's also my eBay username. Get some eBay up in my Facebook links. Man, look at how all over the place my usernames are. On one hand, it'd be more professional, like have them all be like exactly the same. Like all of them Willworths or all of them the Voice of England or something. But like, it's also kind of fun to just, like be able to just like live and not worry about all that. I wish they had Patreon in here. That'd be cool. But that's all right. Just living. No. I can't. Okay. I think that'll work for that. Anything else worth messing with? I think that's probably good for that. So, guys who are joining or don't know really what's going on, so I am getting a new Facebook page up that's like my creative output page. You know, you got to when you get a chance. There was another one. I'm going to find what it was real quick. Create page. I'm not actually creating another page. I'm just looking at these things. Okay. Motivational speaker, that would be fun. Okay, news personality, that'd be funny too. Video creator, that kind of applies. Let's see about here. Oh yeah, these ones are more performing arts, I think, is the only one I was considering from here. But let's go with news personality, or what was the other one I said? Motivational speaker. I think that one's more funny. I'm going to use that. And I actually do like to be positive and stuff, so. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I think I'm done with this part for a little while. Go back to the page. Got some notifications. I think we already have some people who have liked. We got Will McGee. All right. Okay, and like we were saying, going to link the original Voice of England video. I don't think I'm going to re-upload it just for now anyway, but if you convince me, I'll do it. Okay. There it is. Okay. Don't play. Is this the right thing? Maybe. Okay. Welcome to my brand new creative output page. Here I will be posting videos, music, jokes, here is the first inaugural episode of our I love to say our. I'm using that all over the place with my AirB&B. Our. Thank you for booking with us. Yeah, me and the Dust Mites. Here's the inaugural episode of our flagship series, The Voice of England. Tune in every. Am I going to commit? Am I going to commit? Am I about to commit? Tune in soon for episode 2. How about that? Okay. I think that'll do. Oh my gosh, the Voice of England shared my video. Okay. I'm not going to make you guys sit through too much of this, but I think we could do a little more damage here. Sure. Sure. Nah. Yeah, why not? Okay. It's a little more. Cool. Okay. Hey! Okay, I have a billion tabs open unnecessarily right now. Okay, that's in better shape. Okay. Back down to 2 watching. We had the most random spike of 5 people watching, and then they kind of all disappeared, and I'm like, just who were they? Why did it all happen at that moment? And just, that was really interesting. I also just took off my headphones and am doing a bit of a test to see how loud I'm talking, because once again, the guests are here. But it looks like I've actually been okay. I don't think I've been talking very loud, and I'm a few walls away and air away, so I think it's all right. What else is there? Okay, so we're pretty much done with iMovie, and by the way, I literally didn't do anything in that program at all. I could do a little more messing around, but I could share some stuff from 12 Hips onto the Voice of England, but maybe since I did just do a post, I can give it a little time to simmer before I do that. Let's see. Any requests? Oh shoot, it might not be. Hey. Okay. Public there at least. Let's double check over here. Yep, it's all good. Alright, I'm just gonna try to do something in here. Just, that's all. Just gonna try to do something. So, okay, that's the entire video. How do I do something with these? What's that? There's a little ball in the middle for a second. Okay. Can I highlight a region? Why doesn't that work? I'm being a bitch, sorry. Oh my gosh. I want to highlight a region. Just select. I don't want to do anything, just select. It always fades. Why? And I'm holding down shift and stuff. I'm just so confused. Gonna check the comments to see if you have any advice. Change the speed in the top right. Alright, let's try it. Ken Burns. Wow. Huh. Oh, is it this? No, that's just a zoom. Oh, it's this. Okay, let's do a slow. Oh boy.
Now another thing I must say up front. Please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed.
Let's go to a place where I'm singing.
There's an old such a hungry yearning burning inside.
Oh my gosh.
And its torments won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day.
Wow. Oh, jeez. Let's do it. Oh, man. Wow. Okay, let's do that. Oops. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Okay, even more. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, 20 times. Wow. Oh. Okay. Jeez. Whew. Oh my god. Kind of sounds like a weird polka or something. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh wow. That's an experience. Oh my gosh. Whew. Jeez. Okay. That's a thing. Well, I like that about iMovie. It's moving up for me. Phew. Jeez. Okay. You know what I wish sometimes is that Mac had something like Microsoft Paint. Or is there something like that? I think that could be fun live. These look all fun, but they're totally not. That also looks like drawing, but it's totally not. Grab? No. Let's see. Maybe preview is the closest thing. Oh, it's still going? What? Huh? I'm confused. What is OBS doing? What are you doing? Oh, screen capturing. Okay. Okay, somebody else liked it. Cool. You guys want to see my AirB&B stuff? I guess you might as well. So, as I was saying earlier, I had a scary guest right before the guests who are here now. So, that guy actually left this morning, thankfully. But so most of these reviews are pretty good, but there is one that's terrible from just like this weird guy. He wasn't scary because I actually never met him. And looking back, it's very enlightening that he's the only guest that I never met and the only guest that gave me a real bad review or you know, a review that wasn't as good. But I have, even though it's saying 6, I totally have 7 reviews. I think it's just like taking a while to catch up or something. Okay, got her. She was like the 3rd guest or something. 4th guest. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's totally 7. I don't know why it says 6. I was thinking maybe they like keep keep the new ones out until they like make sure that they're legit or something. I'm confused. What's displaying here doesn't make sense to me anymore. Huh. Okay. I really need to figure out my schedule for the winter because I'm going to be doing some stuff in North Carolina, and then I need to act accordingly with blocking off my days in the AirB&B stuff. Oh, that's supposed to be blocked, actually. I unblocked it this morning because I had blocked every single one of... Oh, shoot, that's not right. Crap. I had blocked every single date in my bookable calendar because that guy who was a little strange was going to book. Okay, these ones for sure. I know that there is a actually this one shouldn't need it. There's a gig I have in North Carolina on that day. No, my bad. So we want December 1st to December 2nd. Oh, that's already... What? But not this. Available. Solve. Okay. But yeah, like I'm saying, like I'm going to be coming to North Carolina for part of that, so I don't know about the calendar. I need to figure that out better. Okay. Alright, that's enough of that. And it's like also like showing money amounts and stuff, which is maybe a little weird to be sharing live. Okay, well, it's been a really nice stream here. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in. I think I'm going to move on with my night and let you do the same. But take it easy. I'll see you later.